What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Young Ballers Nationwide. Today's focus on Young Ballers will be Mercy Miller, combo guard, Minnehaha Academy, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he's currently in the class of 2024. He just finished his freshman year. Mercy is currently the number 3 ranked prospect in the class of 2024. He ended his freshman season with a state championship because he happened to play on the same team as the number 1 ranked player in high school, Chet Holmgren, who's going to be attending Gonzaga in the fall. But he finished with 11.3 points per game, about 5 assists, 3 rebounds, and maybe 2 steals. So here's a picture of young Mercy holding a state championship trophy. Minnehaha Academy has been a powerhouse the last couple years. And you had a player that just came out of there last season and finished his freshman year at Gonzaga named Jalen Suggs, who led that team to the championship game in the NCAA tournament. But he's off to the NBA now. And they also have Chet Holmgren, the number 1 recruit this year, attending Gonzaga that came out of that school. Alright, so let's get into some highlights. And I'm going to be showing highlights from Mercy's freshman season at Minnehaha Academy. And we're also going to look at some highlights of one of his AAU games. Check them out. As a freshman, he's already been blessed with some height, 6'3". He's gonna get taller because he's so young, and that'll improve his game even more. If he keeps the same skills he has at this size and get taller, he's gonna be even more dangerous. Okay, so you see these highlights with Mercy. He has some athleticism. He's the type of player that lets the game come to him. Pretty decent defender. Good on-the-ball defender. Plays passing lanes. He's fundamentally sound. Has a decent jump shot. I mean, he's pretty good to be a freshman. He's going to do nothing but grow. To be a freshman, this kid is pretty good. He can take the contact. He makes things happen. He's a bona fide scorer. Nice handle, so you know he can get to the basket. He can pull up and shoot on the dribble. And he just has the total package to be a freshman. So he's going to do nothing but get better. But I have something to tell you guys about this kid if you already don't know. This kid comes from a bloodline. You know, I did a video on the bloodline of the Wagners. Started with Milt Wagner to DeJuan Wagner to now DJ Wagner, who's the top player in the class of 2023. So this kid comes from a bloodline of ballers. Not really successful ballers, but ballers. Mercy Miller happens to be the son of this man, Percy Miller, aka Master P. If you grew up in the 90s, as I did, then you know all about this guy. He was real hot in the late 90s as far as his record label No Limit Records. But he also had a brief stint in the NBA during that time. 2 teams, the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors, gave him tryouts. Alright, so we're going to watch a couple of highlights from P doing his thing. You see him going to the basket. A lot of people don't know, but P was a good high school basketball player. He had a scholarship to play at the University of Houston, but he tore his knee up, and that kind of derailed him. So he decided to go back home to New Orleans and work on the music business to get out the hood. You watch this video, you will see P had a nice jump shot, and I still remember watching this live. Everybody was hyped up. I mean, just to see, a rapper out there doing it. And honestly, I think he didn't make the NBA team because of politics. And he said that he had a chance to make the Charlotte Hornets, but the owner didn't like his music. So that basically deterred him from giving P a contract. Now we're going to watch P run around this screen. Look at him setting up the jump shot. Nice little between the leg step back. Bam! Master P had game, man. I believe if he wouldn't have tore his knee up at the University of Houston his freshman year, he probably could have made it in the league as a 2-guard because he's a scorer. And now, he's putting that tradition on to his sons, Percy and Mercy Miller. In regards to college recruitment, the Hampton Pirates have already offered him a scholarship to attend their university after his high school career is over. Hampton is a historically black college, and as I said before in my Mikey Williams video, who was one of the top players in class of 2023, he's thinking about going to a historically black college. This would be very special for a 4 or 5-star recruit to do this because it hasn't been done. They normally don't do that. Mercy has also been offered a scholarship from the University of Minnesota earlier this month. I mean, why not? If you're Minnesota, why not keep him in state? They're there. They can view all the games by going to Minnehaha Academy in Minneapolis and watching him play personally. So the kid already has options. He's just a freshman. So things are going to rise up even more. As always, I want to thank you all for checking out another edition of Young Ballers Nationwide. Today's focus was on Mercy Miller, combo guard, Minnehaha Academy out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. This work was created by Terrence Wash. I want to give a special thanks to And1 Films and Courtside Films for using their content. As usual, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more content.